Welcome back. I'm resting for about 15 minutes and just gonna look at the color on these guys. Mahogany, dark, sinister.
Okay. Ouch. Ouch.
Wow. Guys, you're looking at some beef chuck short ribs. These were $6.99 a pound. And it looks like four, couple average size and then a couple large guys there. And then we've also got some boneless short rib. And this was just $5.99 for one piece there. Alright, meat with the left hand, and we're gonna do the seasoning with the right hand. So keeping it clean. Real nice piece of short rib here. A little bit of fat, and I'll probably after an hour or two put it real close to some of the short ribs to try and protect it, since it doesn't have a nice bone to shield it and protect it. Or maybe I'll stick a piece of foil underneath. But check out this short rib, real fat. Got this nice flat bone underneath and a ton of meat on top. I mean, that is just a great hunk of meat. It's almost just like this boneless piece here. So you got another decently sized piece, like so. This one is real skinny. And actually this one on the back here isn't too bad. It's looking pretty good. So I might stick that skinny guy in the middle of everything. So season kosher salt with my left hand, and on top of fat I kind of get a little bit liberal, and then on the meat, any red meat part, I kind of back off the salt a little bit if I can, if my control is good. Because that salt is going to sweat and render off some of that salt, and it's going to season that meat on the way off. So that's about right. I kind of got salt on everything. Everything exposed. Okay. Now let's hit it with fresh cracked. I like the coarse stuff, but honestly, that smell you get with the fresh cracked, oh, it's just amazing. So got this little thumb button depress grinder. I think it was a Crate and Barrel deal. Got this for my wedding about 10.5 years ago. And yeah, your thumb gets a little bit tired, but the stuff that comes out of here is just magic. Everything from fine to kind of medium. And as you know, beef can take a lot of pepper. And I can help, I can reuse this foil later. When I go to my wrap, I'm going to do kind of a modified 3-2-1. I'm a part of the Primo forum, Primo Facebook group. It's a public Facebook group for Primo grillers, and a lot of guys were talking about a modified 3-2-1. And now we're going to go with some garlic powder. And this comes out pretty quick, so I'm just gonna ease some onto the meat, not get too crazy with it. Garlic is delicious, but don't want to get crazy. So that's gonna be it. And I'm gonna let these guys kind of get real happy. And while my grill is coming up to temperature, these guys are gonna chill out. So let these rest out in room temperature, and they're definitely gonna lead to a little bit more even cooking and hopefully get us a beautiful, beautiful smoke ring. Stay tuned. All right, it's starting to come up to temp. We're at 220 degrees almost. And I'm just gonna go ahead and open her up. I'm gonna stick in a pan for some water. All right, I got a little water pan in there for some moisture. I'm gonna go with, today I'm trying hickory out. And never used hickory, but these look like some decent chunks. And we're just gonna set these to where they're gonna smolder a little bit and maybe just start to smoke. So I'm just gonna add one for now. I can always add more. As you can see, my fire is getting a little bit excited, so I expect to be at temperature really soon and get these bad boys on here. And we're doing dual zone cooking. Like I said, I'm gonna protect that that boneless piece. So I'm gonna stick it in the back over here above the pan of water. And you never want your meat touching because it's gonna affect the ability for smoke to surround it and cook it. So there you have it. I'm gonna close her up and let's get to smoking. Got a little bit of good looking smoke coming out the top. And I don't care what you guys say, this royal oak is actually pretty darn decent. Burns really clean, and there's some decently good sized chunks in there. So you know, I'm gonna try it out, and maybe next time I'll try that Kamado Joe or some other you know, major brand. All right, so I got some smoke coming out the top, and as you can see, my temperature's coming up, so I'm gonna shut down the vents a little bit. I'm gonna shut down the air to say 3/8 downstairs, and up top I'm gonna go to about the same, and we'll check it in about 10 minutes and see if I slowed down that temperature. Coming up on 1 hour cook time. That fat's starting to render off. Meat's getting a little bit dried out, so I'm brushing on a little bit of apple juice right here. I don't have this nice spray bottle. Seasoning's sticking really well, and hopefully getting some smoke ring going. Going to add another piece of wood right on top of the other piece of hickory I had in there, so that should start to smolder off. 250 degrees on the button, and we are at 2 hours cook time. These guys are looking delicious, fabulous. Wow. Been brushing on a little bit of apple juice in between here and there. And the next step is we're gonna go for a wrap. I'm gonna do parchment paper followed by foil, and I'm gonna throw in some apple juice and some other just stick with the apple juice. All right, here are these bad boys at about 2.5 hours. They are just looking gorgeous. Look at that color. And I'm gonna add some apple juice, wrap them up, and we're gonna go for an hour wrapped. And then I'm gonna go for probably about an hour unwrapped. And that is what she looks like wrapped. And I'll see you guys in an hour. That's 1 hour wrapped, and temperature looks to be dropping a little bit. So I'm gonna open it up just a smidge. And let's check it out. Oh yeah. Just what the doctor ordered. Some short ribs. Oh yeah. Gonna take them out of our apple juice bath. Apple juice sauna. Being careful not to spill my juices all over the grill. And we're gonna let them bark up a little bit. Back in the smoky environment. So, time to get a little bit of that crust going. Let's get one last look at these guys before I put them in for about the last hour or so. See that smoke rolling out? Oh yeah, sign of good things to come. These are looking fabulous. Drinking a Locan one today. It's a gold medal winner from the 2017 California State Fair commercial beer competition. Folsom Damn Good Pilsner. 5.2 ABV, 33 IBU. Really cool brewery called Fort Rock Brewery, just down the way. Alright, 250, and we're right at 5.5 hours cook time, ready to get these guys off. And some of them are looking a little bit scrawny, but this one right here, short rib, boneless, all meat. This guy is super plump. Check that out. That is a good hunk of meat right there. Ready to go. And this is the boss on the grill. Look at that bad boy. Just salt, pepper, garlic. And scrawny, but tasty and tasty. A lot of fat on those guys. Let's get them into the house, resting, and we'll cut them up, show you what the result is. And right now, I'm drinking Lost Coast Hazy IPA on a hazy kick. Pretty tough. Fattest bad boy on the grill. Big old short rib hunk. Welcome back. Been resting for about 15 minutes and just gonna look at the color on these guys. Mahogany, dark, sinister. What is going on here? Let's take a look. Let's start with the boneless guy. Oh yeah, it looks juicy. It's very juicy. And not sure if I got the grain right on the cut. You know, picture's worth 1,000 words, but when it comes down to it, ultimately it comes down to taste. So let's give this a try. And I'm gonna try it without sauce right now. I'm usually a big fan of dipping. Oh wow, pretty good. Let's try it with a little bit of sauce. Mmm. 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 Okay. Let's check out the short rib. Crust is built up quite a bit. Look at that smoke ring. Wow. Textbook. And it's not fall off the bone. It's got a little bit of bite to it. Still a little bit of snap. Let's take a look-see. Wow. That is just amazingly juicy. Let me zoom in for you.
Ma, I can't go on this small one because I'm bigger now.
Wow.
Because I only had
Oh my gosh.
the big one.
This is like a piece of brisket right here.
Hi, my baby needs something to eat. This are yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can use fried rice too.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Smoke ring. Oh. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's cut into the big boy. I'm gonna cut it off the bone. Try and get you guys a cross-section view of this bad boy.
Now I win
Hey, honey.
this.
Hurry.
More.
I'm in here. Hold on.
Not rice. No more. Mm. Mm.
Hot.
Oh, good. Not good. Not good.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Haven't I?
Wow. Look at that. Smoke.